We are back on Next Gen Connect Z101.9 FM. If you're tuning in and you want to join us live, you can join us on Facebook on ZFMGH, also on Instagram and X, and Z Multimedia on YouTube and TikTok. We are the segment where I think all my listeners are eager to participate in. And today we are talking about a very interesting topic, which is AI and all things AI with the young people. And we have an interesting personality also here to help us have this conversation. We are talking today. Most of the times I allow my guests to introduce themselves. So, Joseph.
Mr. Oliver.
Hey, the way you call me Mr. Oliver. Introduce yourself to my listeners and my viewers today.
Well, thank you very much. Let me first greet all your listeners first and thank Z Multimedia for this opportunity. I'm Joseph Opoku Mensah, and lecturer with the University of Professional Studies, Accra, and with the Department of Information Technology Studies.
Okay.
Yeah. So I research around AI, artificial intelligence, digital transformation, and how we can use IT to enhance business. So basically, I do more of IT for business.
Okay, yeah. IT for business, and that's why you're here. We want your expert opinion on how young people are developing in this day and age with AI. And I'll ask the most controversial question, right? What is AI really? Because today young people think AI is hopping on ChatGPT and then inputting some text and then you getting information back. What is AI? What is artificial intelligence? Why should young people be concerned about it?
Okay, thank you very much. AI is just simple. It's just an intelligent system, right? Intelligent system whereby we introduce, or it has been introduced to allow machines to learn, behave, and simulate how human beings do things. So it's like, let's bring out intelligent systems. Let's generate or develop or come up with intelligent systems. These systems will simulate how human beings work.
Okay.
These systems can come up with decisions. These systems can help human beings to make decisions. So how do these systems work? These systems would learn from what patterns. Because anytime we talk about AI, basically we are talking about data.
Okay.
So we've built a system, an intelligent system, and the intelligent system, we want this system to help us to make decisions. So if this system can help us to make a decision, then what do we have to do? We have to feed the system. Or so in IT, we said that we have to train the system with data. We have to model the system with data. So when we train the system with data, the data that the system is being trained with, based on that data, the system will be able to identify patterns from the system, from the data, and based on that, it will help us to make decisions. So systems trying to act as human beings.
Amazing.
Yeah.
So do you agree that this definition you've given is making people relegate their thinking to AI? It's a very controversial question. We'll come there. But young people today are relegating their sense of being to AI. What do you have to say about this?
Oh, no. I think that AI is also a form of technology.
Okay.
Right? So you can look at how IT or information technology has evolved. So gone over the days, look at the banking sector. We've seen ATMs were introduced. Initially, there were no ATMs. We've seen different form of technology. So AI, or we call intelligent systems, are also being introduced as a new form of what technology to enhance whatever we are doing currently, right? It's form of enhancement, but it's not rather going to take over everything, but going to make us be more productive.
More productive.
Yeah.
Okay. So I get your point. So let's backtrack a little bit, because the show focuses on young people and how young people find opportunities. I want us to situate the conversation of AI within that context. So according to you've done machine learning, you've published about that. according to your research and your own findings, how do you think young people generally can benefit from AI in terms of, for us here specifically, how they can find opportunities to learn, how they can generate businesses with the help of AI, in terms of how they can find opportunities with the help of AI?
Okay, so thank you very much. I mean, as I said, AI has come to stay. So the earlier we embrace it, the better. So I always have issue with people who always want to speak against AI, and I've been hearing commentary on AI from some pastors speaking against AI. Is not satanic. AI is not satanic, like you see. But for the young person, it's about readiness. It's about readiness. But one thing I've seen in our part of the world is that anytime new things come up, we find it so difficult to adapt to it. So here we talk about some resistance to what? Change. We are not willing to accept that this is what is currently going on right now. So the earlier the better. So let's also try to maybe adapt to it. Let's try to see how these systems can benefit us. Let's see how these tools can benefit us. No, we always try to go against it. So I would say that for young people to embrace AI, for young people to use AI, for young people to be ready to accept that AI has become part of life, one, we should have this mindset change, a shift from seeing AI as something else, but rather seeing AI as something that can help us to be more productive, to be more productive. So the mindset is first. Two, we can also talk about infrastructure. Look at our part of the world. Issues of digital divide. So digital divide will also play a role. And the other aspect is how we can use this AI is also a question, something we need to talk about. So AI, we want us to use AI. Someone will ask a question. You are preaching usage of AI usage. And I also don't know how to use AI. So how do I go about it? You want me to use something. Meanwhile, you've not taken any bold step to teach me how to use that thing. And it's not just anything, it's IT. It means that you need the technical know-how before you can even engage in some of these tools. So how do I go about it? So we should also be ready to take young people through the learning process of AI. Yeah, and I believe that when they have this shift in mindset that AI is part of us, and we are also ready to use them. Two, when you are also ready to solve infrastructure problems, internet connectivity, data accessibility, and three, we are ready to take people through this AI learning process to give them more knowledge about that. I'm sure that they will be ready for the AI market, because we cannot downplay the benefits AI can give you in terms of efficiency, in terms of cost, in terms of time management. Let me give you a simple scenario here.
Give us the example.
Let me give you a simple scenario here.
Yes.
So let's assume that a young person or one young entrepreneur decides to set up a business, and one of the days she wants to come up with a campaign, but this young person is running out of cash. She has no money there. She needs to come up with maybe a flyer. She needs to do a lot of things. She needs to draft messages online and other things. You know that AI can handle all of these things simple, because you can use AI, these systems, to automate tasks.
Okay.
You can use AI to automate tasks. So instead of you maybe paying someone to be sending emails one by one to your customers, you can use AI to automate tasks. To do that, you can use AI to generate graphic design. Just know the specification. So it's just a simple prompt. Maybe I want to engage in a campaign around this and that. I do nail business. I'm into fashion. I want to come up with a campaign. One, the AI will be able to even give you more ideas about how you can even shape your campaign first. So it's assisting you. You already have the idea. So this AI will be able to assist you too. After giving, so maybe the output of the AI will let you know that, oh, I didn't even consider some of these points AI is giving me. Then let me go back to consider. And you can come back and you can use the AI, this same AI, to develop what? Your flyer. And trust me, a lot, when you go on my LinkedIn page, a lot of flyers have been generating or I've been posting them. I use AI with just a simple prompt. It will not, one, the AI will help you save money. You don't have to go and pay graphic designer if you don't have money. Two, the AI will also manage your time. Okay. If you are the one or you are the graphic designer who will be designing it, the AI can just design it for you in the space of maybe 1 minute. Three, it will also save you with cost. So time, cost, and opportunity. So you can just prompt the AI. The AI is working on your graphics for you and you'll be doing another thing. So these are some of the benefits.
I hear you say 3 things, and I want us to address them sequentially, right? And you mentioned that when you prompt the AI, you should also know the specification.
Yeah.
So it is the onus of that young person that is using the AI to also have some knowledge about what they are trying to do so that the AI guides them correctly and not blindly.
Yes.
That is the challenge. That is what I want us to talk about. Do you think the young person of today is taking that time to gain the knowledge that the AI adds on top, other than people relegating all their knowledge, all their activities to AI? What do you have to say about that?
Okay, so you see, AI or these intelligence systems are normally trained with huge sum of data. So that's why we always, anytime you want to talk about AI adoption, AI usage, we discuss this concept, prompt engineering.
Okay.
Prompt engineering, because we've built the system already. It's a system, and I want to tell the system what to do. So on a normal day, if you want someone to do something for you, maybe you've written a document, I will come to you and say, oh, Mr. Oliver, review this document for me based on your expertise. But I expect you to do this A, B, C. I want you to focus more on this, focus more on that, focus. So I'll give you what I expect you to do.
Yeah.
That's the same thing. You see, these systems are just simulating what? Human intelligence. Okay. They are acting as humans. So normally, what you give them is what they will produce. So based on your prompt. So anytime we discuss AI usage, AI adoption, we also talk about prompt engineering. How we understand prompt engineering. Prompt engineering is like the instructions we give to AI to generate output. So prompt engineering, how do we prompt the AI? So I always say that the moment any person accept that I want to use AI, I want to start using AI as part of my business, the next thing you have to do is that we have to teach them the ethical usage of AI, which prompt engineering is part. These AI models are being, we use the LLM, like large language model. So it means that they are being trained with what? A huge sum of data. So if you ask a question that maybe, what is an orange?
Yeah.
It's so vague.
Yeah.
What is an orange is so vague. So it means that based on the training given to that data over and over, the data wouldn't be able to know whether the orange you are talking about is color orange or fruit orange. You ask AI, what is a university, or I want to go and do a course. What is economics? It is so vague. But if you assign some roles that maybe act as a university professor or a professor in economics, explaining economics, the concept economics to maybe a secondary school child in 250 words using contextual examples, it will give you more accurate answers rather than just asking what is what, a cons. So you need to understand the prompting around AI if you want to get better results. So sometimes people say that AI can also give you fake results, and I tell them that yes, you are likely, because these are machines, and sometimes we have glitches that comes around. So what we do is that you have to take time to prompt it. But what we don't normally do is that we don't give ourselves time in the prompting. We just write small prompts just to move on.
Opoku, I hear you, but I also say that I am a young person. I live in Kumbungu, somewhere in the north. I don't know what prompt engineering is. Where should I start from?
Okay, so thank you very much. So you see, a contextual gap issues when it comes to technology. Different studies or digital studies have revealed that issues of what context plays a role, and you can also talk about some socio-cultural practices, even influence. You know that people are not even using AI because they feel that AI is CCC or satanic. Excuse my word.
Wow.
Yeah, because you see, some pastors trying to push that agenda. Let me give you a typical example. Let's go and review the conversations that went around the time social media was introduced. We said a whole lot of things about social media. Social media is this, social media is that, it is stealing your identity. But now look at us. Everyone is on social media now. Social media is giving jobs. So now we even have social media influencers. So I always tell people that time will come, we have what? AI educators, AI this, AI that. Now we have social media influencers, we have TikTokers, we have people who are making money on Instagram. So it will get to a time we will have AI this, AI that, AI that. But for that person in Kumbugu we are talking about, one, we can accept the fact that issues of digital divide plays a major role in our context. So whereby maybe those living in Accra are enjoying quality even internet service, or maybe when it comes to the technical know-how of how to use technologies are also available. They go on trainings, they get the opportunity. You can only have the desire to do something when maybe after talking to you, you are given an opportunity, or an opportunity is provided. So if these issues of infrastructure challenges do exist, it will be so difficult for that young person who is so enthused about AI usage to even go into AI or use it very well.
I have a question so that you can answer the question that I asked previously before we move to the next session. So this young person in Kumbuktu is passionate about AI and wants to use it, but is stuck in the what is AI, like the way you put it, that econs. What is econs? But now they have to be able to prompt engineer. How do they learn it? That's the question. How do they learn how to prompt engineer?
Okay, so one, before you can use any AI, you need to understand the whole AI ecosystem first. So if I want to use a particular AI, and when you talk about AI, it's not just ChatGPT or these
a lot of us think AI is ChatGPT.
It goes beyond that. AI has different branches such as natural language processing, machine learning, expert systems, computer vision. So computer vision helps in video analysis, and so it's also part of AI. But when you look at prompt engineering, I would say that's the basic when it comes to generative AI. Generative AI doesn't require more coding rather than giving out prompts like that. So it's about knowledge and readiness. Right? Since we've understood that we have that challenge, what do we have to do? Stakeholders, we can talk about how non-governmental organizations, the government, we can have some companies pick up some of these roles, because it's our collective responsibility to move together as a society. Otherwise, we will always come back. To come and solve some issues. So people in Accra will find it so easy to use AI because they have the resources available. What about those living somewhere that the resources are not available? Then it means that we have to take the resources there.
Okay.
We have to take the resources there. And anytime there's an inequality, you know how it affects society.
Yeah.
Right. So we have to be ready. And the question I ask myself is that are we also willing to learn? Ghanaians, are we also willing or ready to give our best? Are we also ready to learn? It's one question we should ask.
Yeah.
If I'm in to organize maybe trainings for all SHS students, will they be ready to accept that? Because I believe that AI training should start from JHS or SHS.
I see.
Yes. Do you know the reason why? Because the small girl in China is coding, can code. That small guy knows how to operate AI. But here, even our students in SHS are banned from using mobile phones. And I will say this: any tool is capable of causing harm. Any tool is capable of what? Causing something
so
good.
Even the book can cause them harm.
Yeah, you get the point.
Yeah.
So if you think that we won't allow SHS students to carry phones to school because ABC, you are only thinking about the bad side. What about those who will be using it for something good? It means that you've deprived them too from what? Enhancing their skills in technology. So you see, students will come, as a lecturer, students will come to school in the university and they don't even know anything about IT. They don't know anything about IT. They can't even operate the laptop.
Wow.
So the AI conversation goes beyond
even to our public schools.
Yes,
the junior high and
we
senior
should start training them on it.
There's one other thing that you mentioned that I think is very important. You mentioned that now I don't need a graphic designer, so I can just go on AI and then design my stuff. And this has been one of the biggest topics within the AI conversation. We are going to lose our jobs as young people. What is your thought on this? Young people, for instance, a graphic designer or somebody that is a script writer or a script reviewer, for instance, is going to lose their job because now AI is doing it for people. What do you say about the topic of young people losing opportunities because of AI?
Okay, so thank you very much. Let me tackle that and use some scenarios. You see, when ATMs were introduced, initially people thought that it was going to take over some roles, right? Yes. Technology. So research has proven that any new technology or the advancement of technology do not really collapse or take over, but rather enhance our current operations. So social media, people thought social media was trying to collapse, maybe social media marketing was trying to collapse marketing. But right now, what is companies doing right now? Companies are using social media to even market products more. So technology will not take over your job 100%, but it will take over those who are lazy.
This is very controversial.
You get the point. Those who are lazy. When I say lazy, not lazy to work, but lazy to adapt.
That technology.
It's not laziness in terms of work, but those who find it so difficult to adapt to that technology. Because one, it's not that you cannot pay graphic designers to do the work. That same graphic designer can also use the AI to generate graphics within the shortest possible time and still get his money, because the graphic designer saw the AI as an opportunity. So the graphic designer went to learn more on how I can leverage this AI tool as an opportunity, but not see it as a threat.
Okay.
So we should start seeing AI tools as we shouldn't see them as threats, but rather opportunities. So in journalism, don't see it as a tool taking over your work, but a tool that can enhance whatever thing you are doing. Script writer, learn how to prompt it well, so that in terms of prompting to get good data, you will know how to go about it. So that when even if you understood it so well, when data is generated or when the results come out, this is what happens. You'll be able to also go through, edit it. Mind you, not every output from AI will be 100% accurate or may fit your specification. Do you know the reason? Because some of these AIs were not trained or were not modeled with our contextual data. To meet our context. So you can get something, but because you understand it in your field, you can reshape it to meet your expectation. So here you are just using you've used 5 minutes to get something better. You just need maybe 10 minutes to go to let it. So AI is an opportunity, or AI is in not to take over jobs, but to enhance the work we are doing. ATMs didn't take over banking. Social media didn't take over. Now even traditional media are leveraging social media. As we are talking right now, we are on air. So those who can tune in can watch online.
Yes.
The same thing as AI. AI will not take over our jobs, but let's be ready to adapt AI and use it to our advantage. And I think we will be good to go.
That is amazing. That's amazing. And I like the perspective you put, that even on this show, as we are here, we are still on social media. And so the technology comes really to complement what we do and not necessarily take it over. Young people, I hope we are listening to this, that we don't see AI as something that is cutting us off, but an enabler of what we do. So on that note, I will also ask, Joseph, how responsible do we have to be as young people when we are using AI? And I was telling Jackie earlier on in the show that I have met a young person that is using ChatGPT as her therapist. Literally, she goes to ChatGPT and tells ChatGPT how she is feeling and say, what do I do? And then takes the recommendation of ChatGPT on her life. And I'm saying that, how dangerous is this? Are young people also relegating their thinking, their lives to the AI? And how should we go about such things?
Yes. Thank you. I've seen that, and we've even done something around that. You see, we have social chatbot there too. So these are conversational chatbots, social chatbots. So normally it handles social issues, and trust me, you are right. Of late, we get a lot of young people chatting tools like my AI in Snapchat, my Meta. They ask them sensitive questions. Do you know the reason why?
Why?
Sometimes they feel that we have a broken society. They don't even believe in. So that's what the research shown us. They don't even believe in the people they may move to and discuss their issues with. And it becomes so dangerous. Anytime we have that. So people feel that they are not safe. Students feel that they are not safe. I have an issue. I'm depressed. Maybe I'm into this relationship, and at our age, we encounter some of these things. I was telling my class that whether you like it or not, these issues of depression, love, falling in love with at this age is normal. But it depends on how you handle it. But now, because we find it so difficult to engage our fellow colleagues, our parents, maybe the elderly, because we feel that me going to tell this person this about my issue, I'm not too sure what will happen next. Maybe the next day, the person is writing about my issue on his or her status.
Yeah.
But when I chat with AI, my AI would never tell anyone.
But as a professional and someone that does research into artificial intelligence, is this true? Are we not rather giving our data to a third-party organization to use it how would you advise young people against or according to this?
Yes.
Particular
It's true.
practice?
It's true. The moment you start chatting in one, the moment you start chatting any AI to one, you even log in with your details,
Yeah.
your email, your password. Maybe it goes on to ask further questions. So it means that you've given out your data, personal data first. Two, you see, do you know one interesting thing?
Tell us about
When
it.
you are using these AI tools, it will get to a time, because they learn from patterns, it will get to a time when you use them over and over, they'll be able to give you output that fits your recommendation.
Your persona.
Yes. So we they use recommender systems.
Yeah.
So you see apps like Netflix, Jumia and Co. You when you go there every day and you may on your Netflix you search or you watch love romantic movies, horror movies more. You see that recommended or recommendation. The next time you go there, you'll be seeing what maybe horror movies.
Yeah.
Horror movies. They use what? So they try to track our activities, our search histories, which is wrong, and it is dangerous because one, as you said, you don't even know who is keeping that data.
Yeah.
You don't even know. So that's one risk. Data privacy issues we can also talk about, and how data can be kept.
Yeah.
You don't know who is keeping our data. I'm chatting this AI. I'm giving the AI my bank details. I'm explaining to AI what I'm going through. I'm uploading documents, because we can use the AI tools for analysis. So you just upload AI and you tell the AI to what? Run this, give me a summary of this. Let's assume I've uploaded my financial details. I don't know where that details is being kept.
Yeah.
So one, data privacy and security is an issue. So over dependence on it is risky. So it's like a double-edged sword. It has opportunities and advantages, but we have to use it ethically. So we have to manage its usage so well, and we shouldn't be so over dependent on that too. So we should be mindful of the type of data we give to the AI, and we should also know the kinds of questions or the type of engagement we should be measured. That doesn't stop us from using it, no, but we should be very, very ethical around AI usage. It will help us to prevent.
Amazing. We are coming to the last bit of our conversation, and I want you to answer this question for me. Are we on the right path? And this, I will include the whole of Africa, because you rightfully mentioned that sometimes we put some things into the AI and we get not so accurate information because some of the things that we're trained on are not in our context, right? And young people are using this data to guide their lives. As Africans, are we on the right path in terms of the use of AI? And contextualize this to young people and their development.
Okay, so thank you very much. I think it's a very, very important question. And what I see right now is that we will gradually get there. Yeah, we will gradually. Yes. When it comes to technology adoption, you see, that's a challenge in Africa. So when you look at diffusion of innovation, still, some people don't even accept digital payment.
Wow.
When you buy things, people don't accept mobile money. You can go out and check upon all this while how mobile money is transforming business, how mobile apps. Still, people don't accept mobile money or maybe digital payment.
Yeah.
So we will get there. Yes, data and these models or these systems are not being developed in our context. But let me also say this. You know, most of the books we learned in school, you can go and check. Even the examples, when you learn marketing, Kotler and Co., they were writing on brands outside.
Yeah.
So we learn how were we able to become professionals or good marketers, good doctors, engineers? Meanwhile, we were learning from different contexts. So yes, let's accept that fact. We learn, we adapt, then we try to bring it down to our context. Once we've not started building our own systems that we will use our data to train them, let's adopt what is currently available. When we get the information, we don't just take it fully like that. But what do we do next? We try to decode it, try to bring it to our context, and use it to our benefit. And I think with that one, we'll be good to go.
We'll be good to go.
We'll be good to go.
I have this, maybe this is my final question or my last but one question. But if I am a young person listening to this show today, and with all what you've said, what is the possibility that is available for me with AI? How can I use AI, one, to improve my life, two, to get more opportunities? How should I utilize AI to develop myself for my personal development, for my growth as a young person?
Okay, so AI has come to stay, whether you like it or not. I always tell my colleague lecturers, the earlier, the better. Let's start training young people. Let's start training the youth on ethical usage of AI. Let's start letting them know how AI can help them. Rather than discouraging them from using AI, AI can help students. Let's take students, for instance. You have a very huge document. You are finding it difficult to read. You can upload the document, 360-page document. This AI can give you summaries of each chapter. Summaries of each chapter.
Yeah.
It can do reviews for you. You've done a document. You are applying for a job. So this morning, do you know what I did? We worked on a particular CV. We just used AI to shape the CV. So no, give us some comment. No, this CV, recruiters do not like it this way. Do it this way. Do it that way. It can help you to come up with good CV. It can give you knowledge within all other fields.
Yeah.
So we should move on and start learning or taking AI seriously as a nation or as young people. Trust me, one, it can give us jobs. Two, you can learn AI and you'll be an AI trainer.
Yeah.
Let's assume that you'll be an AI trainer. You'll be training people on how to generate good prompts or how to come up with good prompts. So there are a lot of opportunities in AI, talking about supply chain in every field. Mathematics, you don't even understand. You can put it in AI. AI can break it down. You can tell AI, like, explain it to me like a 2-year-old person. And trust me, AI will do that. So the opportunities AI gives, trust me, it is more than the. So we should just limit our conversation on the negative aspect and just try to project the positive ones. I think it will be helpful to the society as a whole.
Amazing. Soon to be Dr. Joseph Opoku Mensah, thank you so much for coming on the show and giving us your perspective on AI and youth development. We are very appreciative of that. Young people listening to us, I hope you are going to utilize AI from today and you are going to really, really implement that in what you're doing. Today has been an exciting show on Next Gen Connect, and we are having a very great time. We've had a very interesting conversation, and we are going to end the show soon. I'm always very sad when I'm ending the show, but if you're a business, a small business, and you need a platform to showcase your business to especially young people, this is where you need to do it. Contact us and we'll give you some minutes to advertise your business, to showcase what you're doing on Next Gen Connect. We are always here every Thursday, 2 p.m. to 3 p.m., bringing you exciting opportunities for young people. This is where we end the show today. Do join us again next week on Next Gen Connect for more opportunities. Up next is Highway 1019, and we are out.